And there is a very engaging atmosphere of fans getting ramped up outside the arena. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. And now a glimpse of who's out ahead in the All-Star voting.
I'm sure the fans and the players are eager for an update.
You look at Thompson. He's being counted among the top 10 players in the Western Conference as votes continue to pour in.
I'm sure he's honored to have a spot on the list, but you know what he's really eyeing is a spot in the starting lineup.
And it's hard to contain the excitement as we look ahead to what promises to be an outstanding All-Star weekend. Now let's take a look at the Rockets' opening lineup. Thompson out there with Smith. Then it's Cam Whitmore. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Silk in at the 1 spot. And for Cleveland, Mitchell on the wing with Strus. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Garland in at the 1. You know, in game 2 of a back-to-back, just how drained are you from yesterday as a player?
You know, B.A., proper rest and stretching can help a lot. But you're not going to be your usual self at the start of game time. Believe that.
Here's Silk. In the game against Cleveland, very impressive. Pass to Thompson. Here's Silk from the high post. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
Already an intelligent playmaker, Thompson moves the ball well for a rookie.
Mobley outside. Here's Allen. Clark covers. Allen, the pass to Mitchell. Here's Garland. And he buries his first look.
Garland has clearly added some muscle over the years. He's looking more and more comfortable working through contact.
Thompson, a screen on Garland. On the take.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
Ha, it doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And he's going for the lob. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Here's the break. Here's Thompson. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be Evan Mobley.
I like how Thompson put pressure on the D, taking it strong near the hole.
Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
From deep, Mitchell. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Silk. The rebound by Allen.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Here's the floater. It's hauled in by Houston. Last time they met was in Houston.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You've got to trust in the system.
The Cavaliers have gone 1 for 3 so far. Garland finds Allen. And here's Garland. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Garland's got 5.
And Garland is someone you must be aware of at all times, especially out on the perimeter.
Thompson with a screen. Drives to the hoop. Boom! He jams it straight down.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Garland, the pass to Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Whitmore, and it's rejected. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Boy, I like the fact that's intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be in their face all night long.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Silk, the pass to Clark. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Struess. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Amin Thompson.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
The first one falls. And Struess drops them both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Thompson, a screen on Garland. Here's Silk into the lane.
Do not test Evan Mobley, a top-level shot blocker.
Garland against Thompson, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Garland. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for him.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level scorer than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
He connects, and now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Back to Garland. Free throw line jumper. Outside Struess. Pass to Mitchell. Tries again. And he hits the jumper for 2.
He's always a threat to bury a catch-and-shoot jumper. Mitchell doesn't waste time.
Clark with a screen on Garland. Takes it inside. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Cavaliers trail by 3. Now here's Garland. He had 25 points in his last game. Pass to Allen. Mitchell with the ball. 4 on the clock. Garland for 3. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Here's Mobley. A 17-point game for him in the win against the 7.
Nasty right there. Oh, my goodness, that was wicked.
What a nasty finish.
Did you guys see that? My goodness, Allen got crazy talent.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G slam cam. Here's Thompson for 3. Smith. And the rebound goes to Cleveland, coming off that win against the Sixers.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
Pass to Silk. Back to Smith. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
This is Smith's game. Set him up, and he'll knock him down.
And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. It's a 3-point game. Outside Mitchell. Here's Struess. Count it. Good.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Silk, guarded by Garland. Great open look there. Silk's got 10.
Well, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Garland finds Mitchell. Back to Garland. The 3. Smith with the rebound.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Here's Silk, covered by Struess. 5 to shoot.
twisted, and my dream.
And so in the game for the Rockets, Whitmore is out there with Silk. Then there's Amen Thompson. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Smith in at the 3. And we know the second night, Greg, of a back-to-back can be rough.
And the NBA has put in work trying to minimize these, but sometimes it's unavoidable. And if you have a long bench, this is when you lean into it.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, guys, Silk in the last outing against the Cavaliers got it done. He scored an amazing number of points, and his passing was phenomenal with a ton of assists. The level he played at in that one was incredible. Always wants to play his best against their rivals, and to say the least, mission accomplished. Guys?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Okoro comes in for Max Strus. And then for Houston, G.G. Jackson. He's checked in for Smith. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Cam Whitmore. And Silk gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Houston making a switch. Adams checked in.
Number 12, Steven Adams.
Garland against VanVleet. Now, here's Garland. Defense is right there. Allen's shot is off. Rockets leading by 5. Screen by Adams. Here's Silk, covered by Mitchell. The Rockets again can't hit.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Here's Okoro, and he makes that one.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
The screen from Thompson. Here's Silk driving inside.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Mitchell kicks to Hunter, takes a 3. Thompson with the rebound. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. Leading by 5. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
And on top of probably having the better talent, they never let up. Great effort, great win.
Now, here's Hunter after the miss from Silk. RJ, the Rockets don't just have young talent. They have elite young talent.
Yeah, you can have all the high draft picks in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to hit on the right guys. But Houston, they certainly have. And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Here's Garland. It's deflected.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Here's Silk. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. And now it's a 9-point Houston lead. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Rockets.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
So it's the Rockets now, following the three-pointer by Donovan Mitchell. Garland against Thompson. Garland dishes to Okoro. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. So a moment now to see the story for him. A different look now for Cleveland. Mobley, he's checked in for Jared Allen. And it's Ty Jerome in for Donovan Mitchell. And a switch here also for Houston. Tari Eason's checked in for Thompson. Here's Silk. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Goes back up. Kick out to Adams. And some nice passing there by Houston. Eason, the screen. 5 to shoot. Silk goes up again. And Eason with the lay-in. Good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And Okoro with the basket on the assist by Garland.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Here's Okoro. That's tipped. Here's Silk. He's got 16. Oh, good on that one. And here is Garland. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Here's Garland in the game against Philadelphia. Very impressive. Pass to Hunter. Here's Okoro, guarded by Jackson. Mobley, the pass to Hunter. Out to the right wing. And here's Garland for 3. He can't get that one. And so it's Houston in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll take a quick break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
In rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
Evan Mobley is out there with DeAndre Hunter. Then it's Sam Merrill. Then it's Isaac Okoro. And it's Jerome in at the point guard position. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. Here's Jerome. Hunter, the pass to Mobley. Here's Jerome. Back to Okoro. Fires from deep. Jerome, no good.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Here's Silk. He takes it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Mobley with it. Now Green defending. Pass to Merrill. Hunter the screen. Buries the long-range jumper.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Green, the screen. Lobbed up there for Green. The alley-oop finish is off the mark.
That's just a bucket. Look, you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Since his first day in the league, Richard, Evan Mobley has been an elite defender.
and that's why he's been compared to Hall of Famers like Kevin Garnett. But we still need to see him develop the offensive end for those comparisons to be fair.
Green, the screen. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Jerome. He's definitely a factor in their offense, averaging 12 points a game. On its way from Hunter for two. Gets a very good look and converts. Hunter's got his first basket of the night.
Guys, just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And the basket by Silk.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Tyson. Mitchell outside. Wade with it. Mitchell finds Wade. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Silk. He's got 22. No good with the wing jumper.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Wade sets the pick for Mitchell. No good on the three.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Picked by Clark. Here's Silk. Lobbed up there for Clark. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Up top, Strus. Wade kicks to Mitchell. From the arc. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. They've led by as many as 11 points.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
It's stolen by Strus. Mitchell wide open. And it's good off the back rim and in. Mitchell's got 13.
Whether he's initiating the offense or playing off the ball, Mitchell is equally effective.
Smith with a screen on Mitchell. Inside. And it's Smith finishing it off.
This is the belief Smith's teammates have in him, which is why they look for him to take that shot.
1:43 left here in the second. Garland with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. Wade, a screen on Van Vliet. Mitchell outside. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Silk, covered by Mitchell. Here's Silk, and it's Houston with another.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Pass to Strus. From deep. Count it, and the Houston lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket for Mitchell.
That's his 5th three-pointer of the half. Filling it up.
Smith with a screen on Mitchell. Here's Silk. Misses the fadeaway jumper.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
Here's Tyson, covered by Smith. Pass to Wade. Mitchell outside. 6 on the shot clock. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Silk. Wade is covering. Smith with a screen on Wade. With the drive. And Smith with the stop.
And Smith is just so impressive, especially when he's working in that screen and roll.
Mitchell looking it over. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Houston on top, up by 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. Tonight's featured game sees the Cleveland Cavaliers in a tight one.
They're doing some good things. Rebounding is not one of them. Maybe try a bigger lineup in the second half. Maybe run more guys to the boards. Maybe both.
Listen to Coach O'Neal.
And let's move on and see the top vote getters in this year's All-Star race.
Man, we've talked about it so much, hard to believe.
And that about wraps it up. And
in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Starting the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. Thompson is out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Jabari Smith. Then there's Whitmore at Silk and at the 1 spot.
And Garland can get going from deep, which is why you can't give him very much space.
Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Well, last season, the Cavaliers won their first playoff series since 2018. That's when LeBron was with them, Greg.
And it was their first series win without LeBron James since 1993. So it was a huge deal for the organization as they continue to take steps in the right direction.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. They've led by as many as 11 points. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Garland, the pass to Mobley. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. Launches a 3. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Here's Silk. Drives to the hoop. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Here's Garland. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. That's 12 points for Darius Garland. Houston leading by 3. Thompson, a screen on Garland. Here's Silk, and he goes in for the dunk.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
On the wing, Mitchell. Gets it out to Garland. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 7th assist in the game.
Such a consistent shooter. Garland has worked so hard on his three-point shot.
Here's Silk. In the corner, it's Whitmore. Pass to Silk. And Garland comes to help. Smith for 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. Mobley's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Throw it up there and let the throw go get Allen. This man is a height machine.
Silk passes to Clark. The shot will not fall. Good D by Mobley. The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. The offensive rebound. And here's Mitchell from the arc. The shot that time not on target.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Going inside. And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got 11 points.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Garland, that's for 2. It's Clark with the rebound.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
And some nice passing there by Houston. Thompson, a screen on Strus. Good on the shot. And that's now 30 points for Silk.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Garland surveying the D. Mobley. Rockets with the rebound. Clark's got his 4th rebound in this one. He takes it in. Silk passes to Thompson. Mobley with the block.
Hard to protect your shot from Mobley's length. Look, he just bats that ball away.
A wide open look here for Garland. It's good from long range. 18 points for him.
Things are heating up for him behind the arc. He only had 1 3 in the first half, but now he's up to 3 in the second.
Here's Silk. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
So prolific. Mitchell's a guy who can put up 50, 60, and he's even proven to put up 70. Sheesh.
Here's Silk. He trains the quick shot. Silk's got 32 points.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Mitchell outside. Mobley against Thompson. Here's Garland. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Garland's got the lead up to 1 now for the Cavs. And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Houston making some changes. Adams, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. And Tari Eason subbed in for Jabari Smith. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Here's Silk, guarded by Garland. Driving to the basket. The shot by Silk, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And here's Strus for 3. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Silk. Pass to Thompson. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Strus with it. Now defended by Silk. Mitchell passes to Garland. Allen dishes to Mitchell. Over Thompson. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Mitchell's got 4 points now in the quarter. Thompson, a screen on Garland. Here's Silk. Mobley with the rebound. The Cavaliers have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Rockets trail. Thompson finds Adams. Here's Silk, covered by Mitchell. Adams with the screen on Mitchell. Takes it inside. Pass to Whitmore. Here's Silk, covered by Mitchell. The shot by Silk, no good. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. And here is Allen. He's covered by Thompson. Here's Silk. Adams with the screen on Garland. Here's Silk. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. Silk's got 12 points here in the second half.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Back to Garland, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Hunter's checked in. The Rockets also changing it up. Green comes in for Thompson. And Shepard subbed in for Cam Whitmore. The Cavaliers trailing. Now Garland. 20 points for him. Mitchell outside. Wound up there for Allen. It's stolen by Adams. And here's the break. Here's Silk. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Silk's got 38 points.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Rockets leading by 3. And the improvement, RJ, from Garland's dribble drive game has been immense.
Kevin, his confidence when he is ready to attack is next level. He's got great footwork. He's got a great handle. Very few defenders can stay in front of him in a one-on-one situation.
Allen, that's good.
Fantastic work from Allen, taking the contact on the chin, burying the shot.
Adams with the screen on Garland. Here's Silk. To the top of the key, Eason. Here's Silk. He has 38 in the game. Over in the corner, Shepard. Rocket 2. Here's Silk. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Even though he had space, there is never an easy fadeaway.
Here's Mitchell. Garland with it. Picked up by Shepard. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Adams has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's Silk. Mobley with the rebound. Outside Garland. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Hey, Greg, where do you think the Rockets are the strongest in their play?
I'd say on the glass. They generally do a good job crashing the boards and going for loose balls. They really value every possession.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Rockets.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And we also got...
Tyson's checked in. And Strus is subbed in for Okoro. Houston with a big group substitution here. Jabari Smith, he's checked in for Green. Thompson comes in for Tari Eason. Whitmore, he's checked in for Shepard. And Silks subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Hunter is out there with Max Strus. Then there's Garland. And it's Tyson in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. The Cavaliers shooting well. They're at 45%. Thompson against Strus. Pass to Garland. Rockets with the rebound. Whitmore's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Silk. To take the lead, and off the glass. That one's good. Silk's got 40 points.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
To the inside. Garland with the bucket.
Looking for a high percentage shot. Garland wants the best look he can get.
Jackson, a screen on Garland. And there's the drive.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
It's blocked. Here's Silk. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, how about the vision from Smith? You have to know not just where, but when to deliver the ball.
Pass to Tyson. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Adams, he's checked in for G.G. Jackson.
Substitution for the Rockets. Number 12, Steven Adams.
Rockets leading by 4. And the points coming for them now, Greg in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Can't complete the alley-oop. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Now, here's Strus. Whitmore defending. Jerome passes to Garland. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Once again, off the mark by Cleveland.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Here's Jerome. Pass to Garland. Launches it. Buries it from three-point range. Garland's got 28.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Strus with it, now guarded by Silk. Hunter, the pass to Garland. Cleveland moving it around. Here's Jerome. Whitmore defending. The game now all time.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
The screen from Thompson. Here's Silk, defended by Strus. Silk hits from the high post. Silk's got 46 points.
Nice play call there. Down the stretch, getting him the open look.
And late in games, throw out those analytics. Give me the mid-range. The shot, it just works.
And they take the lead. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
Silk passes to Adams. Here's Silk, guarded by Garland. Here's Silk. Hits the outside fadeaway. Silk's got 48.
And here in the fourth, he's carrying this team right now. 5 of 7 from the field.
Pass to Hunter. And here is Garland. That one falls. Garland's got 30 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Houston. Here's Silk. Fade away. And good. He hits it again.
Yeah, a phenomenal scoring display. He's getting whatever he wants.
And you throw in tonight's performance. He's approaching third place for the most 50-point games all time.
And the Laker legend Kobe Bryant ahead of him, having hit that point total 25 times in his illustrious career.
To the paint. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And Richard, Cleveland this summer able to sign Donovan Mitchell to a 4-year contract extension.
And that's a relief for Cavs fans. Mitchell is the biggest star they've had in Ohio since LeBron. Keeping him in the fold is crucial for the dynamic of their team.
Okoro, he's checked in for Cleveland. And RJ, even without a consistent jumper, Amin Thompson has proven to be a productive player.
And that jumper should develop over time, but he does everything else at a high level. He's extremely versatile, especially on that defensive end, Kevin. Look, the offensive glass is all about effort and energy. And Allen, look, he's got plenty of both.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Here's Jerome. They get it back. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And a miss there on the triple.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Here he goes.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Here's Jerome. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
He is totally in the zone, showing his incredible focus when it comes to attacking the glass.
Rockets leading by 3. Driving inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Mobley.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Number 25, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
A different look now for Cleveland. Max Strus comes in for Okoro. And it's Garland in for Ty Jerome. Both free throws good from Silk. And here are the Cavaliers now. It's a 5-point game. Outside Garland to the middle. Here's Strus. That shot no good. Some solid defense from Clark. Here's Silk, guarded by Garland. The shot by Silk, no good.
Even though he had space, there is never an easy fadeaway.
Here's Mitchell. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Mitchell's got 27. Houston leading by 3. Thompson, a screen on Garland. Pass to Whitmore. Here's Silk. Clark, a screen on Garland. Here's Silk. 5 on the clock. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. It's stolen by Smith. And here we go. Fast break, and Whitmore's got it. Here's Silk. The Rockets with another miss.
They get that one, but guys, on the night, that's been the problem, securing the ball.
Oh, the dunk by Mitchell. Mitchell.
His team trusts him, and rightfully so. Mitchell makes so many big, important shots because he is a clutch performer.
And it's tied up with that one. And for Houston, there's shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. Here's Silk. Thompson, a screen on Garland. And he drives in. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And that one misses. And he's good on the second.
He's upped his aggressiveness, wanting to get to the line more, and doing just that.
Mitchell outside. Strus kicks to Mobley. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Silk, guarded by Garland. Here's Silk. Smith outside. Here's Silk. Back to Smith. Clock at 6. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Garland, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Silk passes to Clark. Here's Silk, guarded by Garland. And, yep, another basket.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Mitchell outside. Allen trying to break free. That one's in there. Pocket lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket for Mitchell. And we may have an injury here that does not look good.
Yeah, looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Look, I'm no doctor, and I know that might be a surprise to a lot of you people. But look, that looked pretty harsh, and he's certainly going to have to miss some extended time.
Jerome, he's checked in for Cleveland. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Driving in. Clark outside. Here's Silk, guarded by Garland. The shot by Silk, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Here's Jerome, and stolen by Whitmore. Here's the break. Pass to Silk. Kicked by Clark. To the wing right side. Houston moving it around. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Silk. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
Yeah, they need to focus on scoring every possession and not turning over the ball.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
Yeah, and looking at how much time they have, I think it's likely we'll see them try to get a good look and score quickly.
Let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch Kenny Atkinson's message to his team. Now, Coach was still pretty positive. He told his guys a handful of shots completely changes this game. Just a few good minutes, and we're right there. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. And he commits the intentional foul.
Shooting for Houston. Also taking 2 shots.
And no good as the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. No luck that time either.
It looks like he was a little tight on the line that time. Could have and should have closed it out.
And Kenny Atkinson. Calls timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point, so I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
Garland kicks to Allen. Mobley inside. He's covered by Thompson. Fades back. Thompson with the rebound. And now they foul and stop the clock.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Cool, calm, and collected. Say that 3 times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away.
Mobley. And it's off from 3-point range. So we see the Rockets get the win here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that'll do it, folks. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter...
You earned that one.
These fans make a lot of noise. Let's quiet them down.